Okay guys, pink question. Which of the following is true about the Abbott's board game Trivial Pursuit? Is it I. It highlights the depressing fact that 88 million people worldwide find trivia worth pursuing. Is it 2. It gives people who know the capital of Iceland a chance to display this knowledge, since conventional conversation does not. Or is it C. It centers around Armageddon and uses the senseless destruction of small planets as a plot device. The answer is, of course, the cover to Queen's groundbreaking 1975 album A Night at the Opera. All of the above. What, you don't remember the wanton death and destruction in Trivial Pursuit? Clearly you need a refresher, my friend. Let's reacquaint ourselves with Trivial Pursuit 2, A New Beginning. The plot of the game, yep, there's a plot this time, is that the world has been destroyed for some reason. It doesn't give a reason in game, so let's just assume it was some gigantic space goat. But all is not lost. Scientists have found a new planet, Genus 2, and have decided to colonize it. The aliens of Genus 2 aren't very welcoming, however, and they have decided they will only let intelligent people live on their planet. Thus, the people of Genus 2 have set the Earthlings a task: travel the local solar system and answer questions in order to prove their worthiness, and collect 6 mystical artifacts along the way, which are in no way to be compared to pie pieces because this is an entirely original game. With their goal in mind, Earth's best and brightest launch themselves into the cosmos to seek and claim the mystical pie pieces. All the stupid people like you and me? Yeah, we died somehow. To move around the board, you do not roll a dice, because if there's one thing board games need less of, it's dice. Instead, whenever it's your turn, you look at the solar system and pick which planet you want to visit. When you visit the planet, you are asked a question. Whether you get the question right or not isn't important. Whenever you leave a planet, it is removed from the map. This makes it easier to track down the planets that contain pie pieces. Mystical artifact pieces of pie. Once you have all of the mystical pie charts, or whatever, you automatically go to face the Grand Overlords of Genus 2. They will ask you a single question to determine your worthiness to live on their planet, because apparently all the questions you got right along the way didn't count. Your opponents pick what topic your question will be, the one you're worst at, Natch. If you can successfully answer the question, you'll get to remain on Genus 2 and help to repopulate the planet with Shatnerian amounts of green alien lovings. One of the main advantages of the game is that it is a multimedia game, so you can have questions which include pictures and or sound. This means you can have queries which absolutely cannot exist in the standard board game variant of Trivial Pursuit. For example, you can get asked to identify a country's flag or name a piece of music. This is a pretty good addition to the game, though it's just about the only thing that separates this from a standard game of Trivial Pursuit. You know, that and the genocide. It's not all good though, of course. Something that bothers me about the game is that it doesn't give you any indication as to what awaits you when you pick a planet. That is, it doesn't tell you what your category will be, it doesn't tell you what level the question will be in terms of difficulty, and it doesn't tell you whether there's a pie piece waiting for you at the end of it. I'll admit it's a pretty effective way of balancing the game, since everything is randomly generated, but it is really, really frustrating when you can't find what you're looking for. Another problem, the main problem with the game, is that it works on the honour system. Asking you to input your answer as text is too problematic, what with spelling errors, hyphens and whatnot, so the game gives you the answer to each question once you read it and press fire. It asks you if you got the answer right, and it trusts you not to lie. This was the source of endless arguments when I was a child. I played the game with my family, my sister would get a question, my parents would say she got it right. I'd argue that it doesn't matter how many times she says it, the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers were not set up in 15th century Spain to root out heresy by order of the king. And it doesn't matter how adorable she is, what right does a 4-year-old have playing Trivial Pursuit anyway? All in all though, I have to say I really like the game. It's a good game. Of course it is, it's Trivial Pursuit sans the dice. And that's something that confuses me. Because it looks like it's geared towards kids, with the big, chunky, primary colour planets and goofy-looking aliens, but all the questions are just as hard as your standard Trivial Pursuit. It's like, who are they aiming this game at? I don't know. And I don't really think about it too much. And neither should you, because I'm done. So until next time, goodbye.